Hello, beautiful ones, and welcome to Modern Wisdom with Dawn Ricci. I am so grateful you're here with me today, and today we are going to do something a little different. Just because this time of year is in the major crunch, I'm traveling, I've got so many things going on, and I couldn't bear to have to put on makeup and get in front of the lights and the camera and the Zoom and the doing all of that I decided that we're just going to do some audio today. So today I'm giving you the 12 ways to manifesting your best life before the ball drops. You know, there's something magical about this time of year. As we move through these final weeks before the new year, there's this palpable energy in the air, a sense of possibility, of closing one chapter, preparing for another. And I don't know about you, but I've always felt like this time between now and New Year's Eve is sacred. It's not just about making resolutions or promises we might not keep in January, because let's face it, they're out the door by the 5th, for me at least. It's about intentionally creating the energy we want to carry forward. So today, I wanted to share something really special with you, the 12 ways to manifest your best life before the ball drops. Think of it like the 12 days of Christmas, but with a twist of manifestation magic. And yes, you can absolutely sing along to that nostalgic tune if it helps these intentions stick. So whether you're looking to call in more love, peace, abundance, or purpose, these final weeks can be absolutely golden if you let them. So let's dive in together. On the first day of manifesting, the universe gave to me clarity. That's what lights the path ahead. So let's start here, because nothing else matters if we don't have clarity. The good life, whatever that means for you, doesn't just show up by accident. It responds to direction. And here's the thing, the universe is listening, but it needs to know what you're asking for. So I want you to pause for a moment and ask yourself, what do I truly desire? Not what you think you should want, not what looks good on Instagram, but what makes your soul light up. Is it deeper connection in your relationships? Is it having financial freedom? Is it a sense of peace that you can finally exhale into? How about creative expression that feels like coming home? Let's get specific. Write it down. When you name what you want with clarity, you're essentially giving the universe your coordinates. You're saying, this is where I'm headed. And that clarity becomes your compass. For every decision, every action, every yes and no, everything that comes to you in these final weeks, write it down. Take notes. Become aware. Get clear. Here's your practice. Take 15 minutes today and write out exactly what you want to experience in these last few days. Don't edit yourself. Don't make it reasonable. Just let your heart speak. Next, Spirit whispers, trust your intuition. Now, once you have that clarity, you need to learn to trust that quiet inner knowing. Your intuition. This is your GPS, your direct line to divine guidance. And I'm telling you, when logic stalls, when you don't know the next step, when everything feels so unclear and confusing, allow intuition to lead you home. But here's where most people struggle. We've been taught to override our intuition, to rationalize it away, to trust the external voices more than our internal wisdom. And that's exactly where we get stuck. Your intuition might show up as a gut feeling, a sense of knowing, chills down your spine, or just a quiet yes or no in your body. It doesn't always make logical sense, and that's okay. In fact, some of your biggest breakthroughs will come from following intuitive nudges that don't make sense in that moment. So practice listening. And when you're about to make a decision, pause. Drop into your body. Feel into it. Does it expand or contract for you? Does it feel like an opening or a closing? That's your intuition speaking. And as we move toward the next year, commit to honoring those intuitive hits, even the small ones, especially the small ones. Because when you show up, the universe is listening. It will speak louder and more clearly than ever before. The next brings us evidence. The universe's love notes. Okay, so you've gotten clear, you're tuning into your intuition, and now you need to start looking for evidence. And this is one of my favorite parts of manifestation because the universe is constantly sending you signs, winks, and love notes to let you know you're on the right path. These show up as synchronicities, those meaningful coincidences that feel too perfect to be random. Repeating numbers like 11:11 on the clock or 4:44, feathers that appear out of nowhere, songs that play exactly when you need to hear them, conversations that seem to be orchestrated, opportunities that arrive right on time. The key here is awareness. Most people miss the evidence because they're not paying attention. But when you start actively looking for signs that your energy is being heard, that your manifestations are in motion, you'll see them everywhere. And here's why this matters. Evidence builds belief. Every time you notice a synchronicity and acknowledge it, thank you, universe, I see you. You're strengthening your connection to the invisible forces working on your behalf. You're proving to yourself that you're not alone in this, that something greater is conspiring for your highest and greatest good. So for these next few weeks, become a detective of divine evidence. Keep a note in your phone and jot down every synchronicity, every sign, every moment that feels like magic. Watch how quickly they multiply. Next is belief. It's the invisible engine. Now let's talk about belief because this is where manifestation lives or dies. Belief is the invisible engine. It's the fuel that powers everything. You can have all the clarity in the world. You can take massive action. But if you don't truly believe it's possible for you, it won't stick. The stronger your conviction, the faster your reality catches up. But belief isn't just positive thinking. It's not just affirmations in the mirror. True belief is a deep-rooted knowing that what you desire is already yours in the quantum field. And you're just allowing it to materialize in physical form. So how do you build this kind of belief? That is a hard question. You start by examining your own stories. What do you believe about yourself? About what's possible for you? What do you believe about money and love and success and worthiness? Because those unconscious beliefs are running the show. And then you deliberately choose new beliefs. You act as if you embody the version of you who already has what you desire. You think thoughts, make decisions, feel feelings, and not from a place of lack, but from a place of, this is who I am now. Spend time every day strengthening your belief. Visualize your desired outcome. Feel it in your body. Speak to yourself like it's already done. And when doubt creeps in, because it will, we're human, remember, acknowledge it. Thank it for trying to protect you. And then gently redirect back to belief, action, inspired and not forced. All right, we're halfway through. And this is where things get really good. Because manifestation isn't just sitting around thinking positive thoughts. It requires action. But here's the distinction. It's inspired action. It's not forced action. Forced action comes from fear. From, I should have. I have to make this happen. It's exhausting. It's effortful. And honestly, it usually leads us in circles. Inspired action, on the other hand, comes from alignment. It feels exciting, energizing, maybe a little scary, but in a good way. It's the action your intuition is nudging you toward. Small aligned steps carry big frequencies. You don't need to know the whole staircase. You just need to take the right step, the next step, and then the next one, and then the next one after that. Trust that each aligned action is setting off a ripple effect in the quantum field that you can't even see yet. So ask yourself, what's one inspired action I can take today that moves me toward my vision? Maybe it's sending that email, having that difficult conversation, signing up for that course, clearing out your closet to make space for the new. Whatever it is, do it with intention. Do it with the energy of someone who knows it matters. Because when you combine clarity, intuition, evidence, and belief with inspired action, that's when miracles start showing up at your door. I love it. Knock, knock. Who's there? Miracle. Hell, I'll answer that door really fast. Gratitude takes center stage. Now let's talk about gratitude, because this is the secret ingredient that accelerates everything. Most people think gratitude is a response. You're grateful after something good happens. But in the world of manifestation, gratitude is creation. It's a frequency. It's an energy that magnetizes more good into your life. So say thank you before the miracle shows up. Thank you for the love that is on its way. And thank you for the abundance that's already mine. Thank you for that healing that's unfolding. When you practice gratitude in advance, you're telling the universe, I trust this is already done for me. And here's what I've noticed in my own life in working with clients. The more you practice gratitude, the more you realize you already have so much to be grateful for right now. And that shifts in perspective. That's everything. Because you can't manifest from a place of lack. You can only manifest from overflow, from abundance, from I already have so much and there's so much more coming my way. So create a daily gratitude practice. Every morning or every night, write down 5 things you're grateful for. It doesn't have to be huge. Include some things that have already happened and some things you're calling in. Feel it in your body. Let that warm, expansive feeling of gratitude wash over you right from your heart and all over your body. Breathe and watch how quickly your reality reflects it right back to you. The art of letting go. Okay, this one might sting a little, but it's so necessary. Because the truth is, old fears, old stories, old what ifs, they block your flow. You can do all the manifesting practices in the world, but if you're still carrying around limiting beliefs, past hurts, and stories about why you can't have what you want, they're creating resistance in your field. Releasing is about freeing yourself. It's about looking at what you're holding on to and asking, is this serving me? Is this story I want to keep telling everyone or telling myself? And if the answer is no, you need to let it go. Maybe it's the story that you're not enough, that love always leaves, that money is hard, that success requires sacrifice. Whatever it is, thank it for trying to protect you and then release it. You can do this through journaling, through ritual, through forgiveness work, through energy clearing, doing it through letting it go. And start today. The quicker it happens, the faster you work at it, the better off you are. Because all that hurt, anger, and frustration just doesn't matter in the universe anymore. And here's the beautiful part. When you free yourself, when you create that space, the universe will rush in to fill it. Nature works like a vacuum. So every time you let go of something that's not serving you, you're creating this room for something that will. As we head into the next year, what are you ready to release? What weight are you ready to put down? Give yourself permission to let it all go. Alignment is that sweet spot, the balance between effort and ease, between intention and surrender. It's when your thoughts feelings, beliefs, and actions are all pointing in the same direction. And when you're in alignment, miracles multiply. You know you're in alignment when things feel effortless, when opportunities show up without force, when the right people appear at the right time, when you feel lit up and energized rather than drained and depleted. But alignment isn't a destination you reach just once. It's a daily practice, a constant recalibration. It's checking in with yourself and asking, does this feel aligned? Does this decision match my values? Does this relationship support my growth? Does this opportunity expand or contract me? And when something feels off, you course correct. You say no to what's not aligned so you can say yes to what is. You prioritize your energy. You honor your boundaries. You trust that the right path will feel right. I experienced this recently on a conference that I had to attend to. I was scheduled to speak. And something just told me that it wasn't right for me. I turned the other way and I left the conference. So as we move through these final weeks, keep checking in with your alignment. Notice where you feel in flow and where you feel friction. And adjust it all accordingly, because the more aligned you are, the faster your manifestations arrive. Joy, the highest vibration of all. Let's talk about joy, because this is where so many people get manifestation wrong. They think it has to be serious, disciplined, focused. And while those things have their place, joy is actually the highest vibration of all. Joy tells the universe you're open to receive. It says, yes, I'm ready for more of this. When was the last time you let yourself feel pure, uninhibited joy? I know I am so guilty of always being the workaholic and just letting joy come into my life more and noticing it. But when did you last dance just because? Or laugh until your stomach hurt, or your tears, you crying with tears in your eyes because it was so funny? When was the last time you played like a child? Do something silly and spontaneous. We get so caught up in the doing, the striving, the making it happen, that we forget to enjoy the journey. And manifestation without joy is just another task on your to-do list. Oh my gosh, so guilty. But when you infuse your manifestation practice with joy and playfulness, with lightness, everything shifts. And I'm guaranteeing you it does. Because every time I catch myself, I put joy back in my life, and it does. It shifts everything and everybody around you. So giving yourself permission to dance, laugh, play with life again, do things just because they bring you joy, not because they're productive or purposeful. Let joy be your guidance system. Follow what lights you up. Trust that when you're in joy, you're in your highest alignment. And here's the secret. The universe loves to give us more of what we're already celebrating. So celebrate now. Find joy now. Don't wait until the manifestation shows up. Be joyful in the anticipation and how it's going to be unfolding in front of your eyes. It's really in the mystery of it all. We are almost at the finish line here. Service is the next way of manifestation. Giving from overflow. Now, service might seem like an unexpected addition to a manifestation list, but hear me out. When you share your gifts without condition, when you give from overflow rather than obligation, life gives back in extraordinary ways. Service is about recognizing that you're part of something bigger, that your gifts aren't just for you. They're meant to be shared. And there's something magical that happens when you stop hoarding your light and start letting it shine for others. You can't serve authentically if you're burnt out and resentful. So fill yourself up first, get into alignment, and build your belief. Feel your joy. And then, from that full, abundant place, ask, how can I serve? Who could benefit from my gifts right now? Maybe it's mentoring someone, maybe it's volunteering, maybe it's just simply being fully present for a friend in need. Maybe it's sharing your story. Whatever form it takes, know that when you give from a pure place, the universe takes notice and it will return that energy to you tenfold. So as we close out this year, look for opportunities to serve, to be of use, to make somebody's day a little brighter. And watch how the energy you put out comes back to you in the most unexpected ways. Vision, seeing beyond what it is. We're getting close to the grand finale here, but this is one that's so important. Vision is about holding your focus on the outcome you desire, even when nothing seems to move, even when the physical evidence isn't there yet, even when doubt creeps in and whispers, it's not working. Because here's the truth. The unseen is already shifting in your favor. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not happening. The seeds you've planted are germinating beneath the surface. The universe is rearranging circumstances, aligning people, opening doors. You just have to hold on to that vision. This is where most people give up. Right before the breakthrough, they get impatient, they get discouraged, they decide it's not working. But vision is about seeing beyond what is and trusting what's becoming. So get crystal clear on your vision. Create a vision board. Write it out in detail. Visualize it every single day. I'm not a big fan of the vision board, but in this instance, yes, it'll help you. Feel it as if it's already happening. It's real. And then hold that vision like a lighthouse in a storm. The beacon of light that's there. No matter what that external circumstances look like, you come back to your vision. You anchor into it. You trust it. Visualize that anchor right into that vision. Because the moment you give up on your vision is the moment the universe thinks you've changed your mind. So don't give up. Please keep seeing it. Keep believing it. Keep knowing it's yours. And here we are. The last and final 12 ways to manifesting your best life before the ball drops. It's faith. Faith. We've come full circle. We started with clarity. We're ending with faith. And if I could leave you with only one thing, it would be this. Faith is the exhale. It's the calm trust that all is aligning, even when you can't see the evidence. Faith isn't blind. It's not naive. It's a deep knowing that you are supported, that you are loved, that you are guided. It's the trust that even when things don't look the way you expected them to, they're unfolding perfectly for your highest good. I know that's hard to understand, especially when things get hard. But faith is what carries you through the waiting game. It's through the uncertainty. It's through the moments when you want to control and force and make it all happen. Faith says, I've done my part. I've gotten clear. I've listened to my intuition. I've taken inspired action. I've aligned my energy. And now I trust, I surrender, I allow. This doesn't mean you become passive. It means you release the grip. You stop white-knuckling your way through life. You let the universe meet you halfway. You trust the timing, even when it doesn't match your timeline. So as we move out of this year, I want you to practice faith every single day. When doubt shows up, when fear creeps in, when it feels like nothing's happening, come back to faith. Put your hand on your heart and whisper, I trust, I trust, I trust. Because the universe is always working on your behalf. Always. So there you have it, beautiful souls. 12 ways to manifest your best life before the ball drops. Clarity, intuition, evidence, belief, action, gratitude, release, alignment, joy, service, vision, and faith. As the curtain closes on this year, and we step into a brand new spanking year of opportunities, I want you to know this. You don't have to wait for the good life to appear. You need to create it. One inspired act, one belief, one miracle at a time. So light a candle, write a list, whisper your dreams out loud. The universe is listening, and honestly, your next chapter is already on its way. These final weeks are sacred. They're potent. Use them wisely. Use them intentionally. And walk into this glorious next year knowing that you are the creator of your reality, the author of your story, in the miracle you've been waiting for. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I'm sending you so much love and light as you manifest your most magical year ending and year forward yet. If you want more support on your manifestation journey, head over to dawnricci.com/guide to download my free resource, Manifestation Mastery, Your Guide to High Vibe Living. All the information will be in the show notes, and you can click on the links there. And until next time, stay wise, stay wild, and keep shining your beautiful light. I had a blast doing this. I really did. Thank you so much for listening to me. This is Dawn Ricci, and thank you for being part of my journey. Modern Wisdom with Dawn Ricci.